Hey everybody, welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor, and I'm in my car today because I'm not in studio. I had something I needed to do today, but before I left, I watched WandaVision episode 4, and it made me want to talk about the whole season so far. Now, I know we're only about halfway through. It's 9 episodes total, so does the show suck? It's too early to tell. And overall, does it suck? No, I'm probably clickbaiting in the titles because you got to go extreme in titles, or you guys don't click. But I will say part of the show sucks in that its delivery method sucks. And I blame Disney. I'm going to get into it. I want to share my thoughts on WandaVision in total. So not spoilers yet. I'm going to get into spoilers. So if you haven't yet watched the show and you want to know, should I watch the show? This is a good video for you to start with. And then I will get into more details for those of you who have watched the show where we can get a little bit more specific. So let's get into this rant, shall we? Okay. So I'm also looking at the road and not the phone now that I was at a light. Now I'm driving. I'm going to treat you like a person in my car. I would look occasionally, safely, but I'm not going to take my eyes off the road. So, all right. So WandaVision, here's my thoughts. This show is interesting, but it's a gimmick. As I said in the review earlier, I got to watch the first 3 episodes. I got to binge them. It left a better impression. Then I had to wait 2 weeks. And then I had to wait, finally last night we got episode 4. And episode 4, without spoiling, did reveal more, finally. It pulled back some of the curtains as to what's happening. But it's just a little too late for me. Honestly, I'm just not invested enough. And if I'm being fully honest, and I'm a Marvel fan, if I'm being fully honest, I'm just not that invested in Wanda and Vision yet. They're characters that I've liked. They're characters I've enjoyed. But, I don't know, jumping into this setting with the two of them when one of Endgame spoilers, one of them is dead. Vision's dead. So I never really loved Vision. I was fascinated by their relationship. It started in Ultron, which is not one of my favorite films. Sorry, I guess it really started in Civil War. All these Avengers movies have sort of given us a little bit more of Wanda and Vision's relationship, but we've never really gotten to get in deep and understand why or how or what's going on. Is this even believable? So just starting right there, these were 2 characters I was always a little hesitant for, but they got me on the hook of the gimmick. I was like, oh, cool. All right. We're in some weird alternate reality. Something big's happening. And I know how powerful Scarlet Witch is. Wanda, interesting character. When she threw down against Thanos and he had to send the rain down to because he knew she was a threat. That's when I was like, all right, Wanda's a character, but it took a while to get there, right? And then, she was still mourning the loss of Vision, etc. I like them, but they're not in the same league, right, as some of the other characters in the movies, at least for me. I don't know. Tell me what you think. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments. Where do you rank Wanda and Vision in the echelon of Marvel characters? Tell me down below. All that said, the series itself, it's really slow. It's really, really, really slow. And I think this show will be better when it's done. I think it's too early to call whether it sucks and all the other things, clearly. But I think the method, which diehard Marvel fans like us are watching, we're not as invested or as excited as maybe would have been had they really just dumped, all 4 episodes week 1. And then dumped 2 more episodes week 2. And then 2 more episodes week 3. And then in a 4-week period, which we've already been through, we would have been like, bam, wow, what is this show? Sign me up. I want more of this, etc., etc. The reality is they've stretched it out so much that I'm losing interest. I'm losing interest, and last night's episode. All right, let's get into. So that's before I get into spoilers. Would I recommend this show to people? I think hold off. Or if anything, now that we've gotten 4 episodes in and they've revealed a little bit more, maybe now you could do it. But I think maybe hold off a little bit longer, because even episode 4, while it revealed more, I suspect it's going to take episode 5, episode 6 before we really understand what's happening, in which case I might implore you to hold off. And that can't be good for Disney Plus subscribers. Everyone, I made a tweet oh, the ratings are low. Come on, guys. There's no way this is rating as high as Mandalorian. Now, I understand people are like, yeah, but Star Wars, Mandalorian was nothing. Granted, people I know, they wanted Star Wars content, but here we are in the middle of, lockdown. We haven't had a Marvel movie in forever, and we want more Marvel content. So here's the first one out, which is supposed to be this big, shiny, crazy thing. And I think, judging by my tweets, I wish I could show them to you. The reactions online I'm seeing is, And then there's, diehard Marvel fans who are going to like whatever they get thrown at them. But I'm not judging them even, but I think the more of the Marvel fans are starting to get a little frustrated by the release of it all. So Should you watch it all? I think you should wait. Personally, I think we should wait. You should wait. Will there probably be spoilers? Maybe. That's the problem also with this release schedule. I wish Disney Plus would just, if they're going to do this, if they're going to tease us with 22 minutes, which is what it is after all those super long credit scenes, if they're really only going to give us 22 minutes, then my God, at least put it at a reasonable time for American audiences. Now, I know international audiences, no, that's not fair. But guys, it's an American show. Sure, globally, but it's in English. It's an American. It's clearly made here. Like, it is an American show for American audiences. If this was a British show, I'd expect it to air on the BBC in their time zone. So it's just frustrating to me that they have all these people and we have to wait up until 3 a.m. in New York, which is a major city. 3 a.m, all the people on that East Coast have to wait up till 3 a.m. to watch 22 minutes. I can't imagine it's worth it for a lot of them because it's such a slow build. So all that said, I think you're probably better off waiting, and let's see how this all plays out. Only the diehard Marvel fans and reviewers and people are going to be watching it as late and doing this as like they are. Now, spoilers now. All right, so I'm going to get into spoilers of episode 4. Last night, they did reveal more, and I liked that. That was exciting. Finally, we got to see what's going on the other side of the town. They finally revealed, okay, here's what's been happening from the other perspective. And I liked that. I liked learning about Monica Rambeau. I liked the blip thing. There's so many questions I have as to what that means, how that affects people, the fact that half the world just showed up all those years later. And that to me is fascinating. There's so much to cover there as to the ramifications of it, right? So interesting. I'm like that they're going there with these big questions, but I also, I still don't know what's going on. So while they gave us a little more, they revealed a card last night. It's clear there's still more cards they need to reveal. They didn't even clear like, all right, well, what happened after Monica Go? This was all like, by the way, episode 4 is, oh yeah, there is something going on. And those little hints that you saw, you've been wondering what they were. Okay, this is who they were, but they don't know what's going on either. As I worried they were going to do. And I get it. They want to. They're stretching out the mystery. They want to keep us intrigued. Okay, but from a show that we have to wait all these weeks for 22 minutes, 1-to-1, it's just it's trying. I think it's pushing a lot of fans' feelings. So I liked it. I'm frustrated by it because I want them to give us more answers. I know it seems like I'm just being an impatient fan, but no, I feel like it's actually not helping us get as invested or as excited. And then we are going to be at the last episode, which is going to be maybe a little longer than 22 minutes. Who knows? But by the time we get invested by the last episode, will we have thought it was worth it? Is really what I wonder. I do think Disney really needs to reevaluate its release strategy. When you're going to do these short, because even Mandalorian started getting to 45 minutes, which I think is about the limit you can push somebody, I think, to do the weekly show for something of this ilk. For me personally, I'm seeing it because we're used to a binge, and now Disney Plus and others are trying to like bring back the weekly release, and they're only doing that, guys, because they don't have the content to do it otherwise. They need to stretch out their content to maximize the budget to keep you guys subscribed. That's really why they're doing it. Because if they really wanted the communal experience, they wouldn't drop it at 12 in the morning, which is still 8 o'clock, even in like London and all Europe. Like the time zone makes no sense to me. I think it only is good for people in Australia. No offense to Australia. Everybody else wants it at a more reasonable time. So let's put it there. But overall, I think Disney really needs to reevaluate. And again, what do you guys think? Do you really think this is getting the kind of ratings that they hoped it would? Marvel's first series out the gate with 2 Avengers. I can't imagine showing how many sort of first looks and deleted scenes they keep trying to like put out on Twitter and social media to like get fans invested again. It really does feel like they're, all right, we know this was a slow build, but guys, it's getting good. So tune in now. And I think that's going to hurt them in the end. Personally, I'm not like excited about the show. I'm intrigued. It's fascinating. I'm going to keep watching, but I'm a diehard Marvel fan. Is this going to cross the spectrum to other people, the casual fans? Can you imagine a non-Marvel fan starting with WandaVision? No. So I don't know. I'm only starting this rant because I see there's other people getting frustrated out there. And sure, maybe it's just because we're impatient. Maybe this show will be worth it by the time people can actually sit and watch it in a binge. Then people will have a positive impression of this show. But I don't know. I don't like shows that are just filler. I don't like shows that just fill it to fill time. And I'm worried. So far, it's starting to feel a little bit like filler. Like, hey guys, ooh, so creative, cool gimmick. hey, let's do that again, and put a little couple Easter eggs just to whet your appetite. And then one more. Oh, but then we'll give you something. What? Okay, now, see, let's explain what those were, but we still don't know what it is. And then next week, we're going to have her come back and go, oh, I don't know. Why is Wanda doing this? I don't know. It just feels like they don't have anything else because it's a gimmick. It's a town trapped under Wanda. Who's in control? Once we know who's in control, will it be as effective to rewatch? Oh, Easter eggs. That's what he was doing or she was doing. That's what we're in tail for. So I'm mixed right now. I'm mixed. I got to be honest. While I'm glad they're starting to peel back the curtain, thank God they needed to. Right? If they had done a whole sitcom episode last night, I might have checked out myself and waited until the show was over. So I think they wisely gave more than they have. But what do you guys think? Are you still invested? You think I'm crazy? This is awesome. I want to hear all your thoughts down in the comments below. Sorry I'm not in my studio, but thanks for watching me in my car. I'll be back hopefully in studio soon, so make sure to hit that subscribe button or watch these videos. Yeah, hopefully they still popped up here as an end card. Or hit that subscribe, or this video, or this video. Ha ha! Thanks for watching, everybody.